Hi guys, this is Jon.
And this is Sethy.
And this is
Enduring Curiosity. On today's episode, we talk about
everything Lorwyn from the pre-release
to the pre-cons.
and getting quizzed by me.
Yes, and we're going to talk about everything else, how we loved Lorwyn Eclipse on this extra special jumbo episode of Enduring Curiosity.
Welcome back, y'all. And
Hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
Happy to see you.
We're very happy to see you, and we're very excited for this episode.
Yeah.
Yay! Okay, so today's episode, the reason we're so excited is because
Keep going, mama.
someone died off screen.
Save me. No, we're recording a podcast. It was quiet.
I feel like you would say that.
You think I would let a Mr. die because I'm too busy recording the
think you
podcast? Okay. Let's.
Anyway, so
I probably would.
for
Not.
our upkeep,
Okay.
I wanted to talk about something that we only just recently heard about.
The drama pre-release night.
drama pre-release night.
Wizards of the Coast drops the ball again.
I didn't hear it happen to any of our friends.
Yeah, it did not happen at our game store.
But apparently across other stores and other states and other places, there has been people getting their
Pre-release
promo card.
Yeah.
And it has been Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cards
That's not Lorwyn
instead of
Eclipse.
Lorwyn.
That is not the set we're on.
That is
And
not the
yes,
set we're
I'm
on.
seeing everywhere online saying like, look at this turtle I got. What the heck? This isn't Lorwyn.
Yep.
Literally at the pre-release, our store manager was saying like, I really hope you guys don't get any Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cards because I have no idea how we should rule that, if we should allow them or not.
Yeah.
Luckily, it didn't happen at our store, but can you imagine like going to Lorwyn pre-release, opening up a pre-release promo, and it's a fucking Turtle Strike Back or something?
Right.
Like what?
It's a little ninja dinosaur.
Something. It's like, ugh. So let's start by saying, wow, that's terrible.
It is pretty bad. And I was telling you before, I had said like it's actually kind of funny how like we're talking about Wizards of the Coast and like everything that it encompasses with
Right.
Magic, and like this is a multi-million
Small indie company.
right.
JK.
It is like a multi-million, if not every now and then, making $1 billion company, and they still have little hiccups like this every.
This
now
is a
and
big
then.
hiccup.
This
Isn't a little hiccup.
Well, I mean, is this any bigger than when they will print cards and then they'll add errata them?
Errata them.
Yeah.
I think that is a small mistake of like the wording, and usually it isn't like a major gameplay change of the errata.
Mm.
But this is like a major gameplay change of the fact that this isn't even a card that was supposed to be part of this designed little format. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like that's crazy. I remember you told me what is it? You thought it was like a marketing scheme or something?
I did kind of think it was a marketing.
That's
scheme.
correct. I was like, if that was true, I'd be actually mad.
I mean, I would be too, because it's not like they gave you the promo card and they gave you a
Right.
Lorwyn
They
Eclipse
promised you
promo
one
card.
thing, they gave you something else.
But
They tricked
they
you.
literally were like, hee hee. And I'm sure they weren't like hee hee,
Right. So,
but
I mean, just like thinking about like a big old company like that, I don't think it was like the Wizards of the Coast card design team that did that.
Right.
It probably was like the mass producing warehouse, and like maybe one of the conveyor belts was like mislabeled, and so people brought the wrong cards from one batch to the wrong conveyor, whatever, you know what I mean?
Right.
Where it's like, it's probably just like some worker's fault or whatever, so really I can't say it's like, how dare they do that? But of course, it's a huge company like you said, so they really have no excuse of like not having checks for things like that.
right.
Especially something as obvious as like two entirely different sets going mix and match.
Right.
And honestly, this is just already an example of like the problem of squishing together so many set
sets,
releases
yeah.
together that like they're a month apart. I think I did the math. It's like 40 days apart between the release of Lorwyn Eclipse and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And so like I don't think they've ever had two sets that close before. And so the factory, I'm sure, the warehouse is like not used to ever having to print two
Yeah.
different types of sets in the same thing or make two different promo kits or pre-release kits in the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, you know, I don't blame them for this happening, but like it's not cool.
And you got pre-cons, right? Like
I
you
did get-
pre-ordered
yeah.
pre-cons.
I did.
How upset would you be if you opened them and they were like Ninja Turtle pre-cons?
Well, I would sell that instantly because the people There's a lot of times like there's been like miscuts of cards and stuff like that, and those sell like crazy. I'm sure
That's true, yeah.
I'm sure these pre-release cards that are Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are selling like crazy right now because it's literally the hardest way to get them right now is like hopefully someone pick the card that you want.
Yeah.
Find that individual person and like hopefully make a deal. You mean like it's
True that.
so like definitely sell ASAP if you have one, but it's like I don't know. It's not cool. It's like it just makes a mess for everyone, and obviously it's just like a mistake on their part. So like I'm not gonna really like hold them as a grudge forever, but I will remember that this is another example of too many sets too close.
Many sets too much.
It just leads to issues.
Yeah. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
But yeah, I think that's just about all that I had to say about the drama of that.
Okay. Yeah, that cleans up that upkeep for today. Now we can jump into everything Lorwyn Eclipse pre-release.
Everything. Everyone, hold on to your butts because this is Lorwyn Eclipse.
I have some good news to tell you.
I'm waiting to hear it. Enduring curiosity. Enduring curiosity.
Hello, we're back.
We're back.
Let's jump into the good news, John.
Well, good news for you.
Okay, first of all, I do want to say
Let's start off.
story time. Okay, I feel bad already now. I'm so sorry, John.
Maybe I should take over.
Yeah, I'll zip it.
Okay. So obviously everyone's super excited for the pre-release. And you know what, guys? I was also very excited. And there's a place we go to that we love very much, Arcanum Sanctum. Shout out, you guys.
Shout out to this game store.
Shout out to this game
good.
store.
They
So
charge
good.
MSRP for literally everything, which
Literally
is
everything.
the GOAT.
It was so nice. So the Lorwyn Eclipse pre-release. If you're not super like into the Magic world and you have not been seeing the thousands of videos people have been making about Lorwyn Eclipse, you might not know that Lorwyn Eclipse has been very well received. And because it's being very well received, not just by, the general people, but also by a lot of content creators, it has influenced how many people are excited for the set. So when we go to Arcanum Sanctum, I think more often than not, there's always a few spots still open whenever we do pre-release. And this was maybe the first time that we did a pre-release where they sold out of spots for like anyone to like grab into an hour before the event even started.
Yeah. It
Which
starts
was
at 6, and then they
crazy.
sold out at like 5, 5:05.
5:15. Like they sold
they
out.
Were out. And I was one of the last people to get a spot, and I'm very thankful for that.
It was crazy to see, like, I'm just walking up and to see someone put on the board, like, sorry, we're out of spots for the pre-release. And
that's
I was
like a
like,
movie.
no.
I know, because I was the fourth to last spot, and so there was 3 spots right after me. So I actually, literally, before I put anything down, after I literally put my card on the scanner, I went to call you, and that's why I was like, John, run. You have to get here.
And I was, unfortunately, audience members, I didn't make it. So in this segment where we're going to talk about pre-release, I'm going to let Sethy talk all about it, all about his experience, because I did not have an experience. However, audience members, there's still hope for me because apparently
a new hope.
There's a new hope because apparently they're doing another pre-release, like a continuation at this same store, Arcanum Sanctum, and they're doing
Arcanum Sanctorium, by the way.
Oh, Arcanum Sanctorium. But
today.
They're doing it today.
This is 2 days after the pre-release,
Yeah,
so
this is
it's
2 days
still
after the
pre-release
pre-release.
weekend.
So they did it 2 days ago. They did it yesterday, and they're doing one today. And I'm hoping with another friend of mine to go and catch it today. So
Yeah.
I'll give an update maybe on the next upkeep if I make it or not. If I don't make it, whatever. I'll just buy a pack and we'll call it there.
Well, we can do sealed together.
That's true. Yeah,
That'd be really fun.
I would love to do a sealed together.
Or we should draft with our friends. I think we should do that.
I
for sure.
think we should draft with our friends. I think that'd be really fun.
Everyone brings 3 packs.
Everyone brings
We draft.
like 3 packs.
That's
we
all we
draft.
need.
Yeah.
Okay.
But all right. So Sethy, take it away.
Okay, first of all, really sad you couldn't be there. And I lived vicariously for you. You were like, friends, you gotta do good for me.
I literally was like, you gotta live it up.
I was like
for me.
channeling my, oh God, I don't know the Goku reference. That's Dragon Ball Z reference where like we're channeling the big old ball.
It's Spirit Bomb?
The Spirit Bomb, yes. You were giving us energy. So, spoilers, I guess, for pre-release. Jon, I went 3-0.
I'm very proud of you.
I won all of my games.
I
won all of my...
I'm proud of you, sweetie.
That was my first time ever completely winning all of my pre-release games. I was very happy. So...
And they give you 4 packs when you win?
3 extra packs.
3
so
extra packs.
I got 9 packs.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. I was like a big baller spender right there. But I was very excited. So, like I said, I got there right as the last slots were filling up. I brought my little poster, which I'll put it on the screen if I remember it. Yeah. But it said Lost Dog. Yeah. And it had a picture of Vibrance.
It was actually really cute. It was really cute.
I made a lot of people smile and be happy with that one for sure. Lost Dog Vibrance, and it said like, if found, please give pets, and then parentheses, also I'm down to trade.
Also, yeah. You're like, please give me.
I want the doggy.
And you got it, right?
I did. Literally at like, I think at like 10:15. So all the pre-release already happened. At the very end, the guy said, because what's cool, so many people were cheering me on, like, oh wait, I think that guy pulled it. And I went over and they're like, oh, I didn't. They're like, wait, no, I played against that guy and they had it. And then that guy did have it, and he's like, bro, at the end of the game, we'll trade because obviously it was in his deck, so I needed it for the game. But yeah, we traded, and I traded him like just some random things I pulled that day. So I think it was like, I think it was a Shockland, the Golgari Shockland.
You traded a Shockland?
Yes.
Dang, you really wanted that dog.
Well, Golgari Shockland right now is like $7. Which is like insanely good for Shocklands. Everyone pick up damn Shocklands.
Yeah.
They've never been this cheap.
Yeah.
And they've always been the barrier to entry for so many formats. So like, get them now.
Get them now.
And that's what I was thinking is like.
And hold on to them.
I already have a Golgari Shockland. So that's why I was like, worst case, it's already in my deck that I need it for. But like, I might as well just pay $7 for it. Because I think at the time of recording, Vibrance was going for like just over $10.
Yep.
So I was like, I made a good trade in my opinion on it. Obviously, pre-release prices fluctuate, but yeah, it still says $8 right now.
Well, and because the reason you were so gun-ho about it was because not only did you love the art, but because it's going to fit very well in the pre-con you got.
Yes. I definitely want to talk about, I'm building the 5-color elemental deck with Ashling, the Limitless. We'll get there.
Yeah.
So pre-release was very exciting. I sat down with my pack. I opened up my rares. This is probably the pre-release where I did not know what I was doing until like 30 minutes before time. Not even like colors-wise. Because I really was looking at all these. I think that was a shift in mindset that I came in with this one, was I was looking more so at like the commons and seeing like what is the juiced pack of commons that I have. Because obviously I have like 3 rares in each color basically.
Right.
And this set has a lot of multicolor stuff, so I'm like, I can probably do any color, but like, which one will I do the most successfully?
Right.
And so I ended up going green-black elves. Okay. I had 11 elf cards in my deck, including changelings.
Green-black elf was very popular, and it's very strong.
Yes, it did so much work for me. Because I was able to like pop off tribally that way, and which was actually really important for the set to like pay attention to those synergies. I got the Elf Lord, the 3-mana. Listen to how juiced up like everything is. So the 3-mana Elf Lord is a green and a black for a 3/2.
Okay.
Other elves get +1/+1 because it's a lord.
Pretty good.
And then when this creature dies, return another target elf card from your graveyard to your hand.
What the hell?
So it's like card advantage too. Like it always replaces itself.
Not even, it didn't, audience members, it didn't say return a card with lesser mana value. It didn't say return a card with less power than this creature. It just said pick an elf. Pick an elf. Bring it back.
Yeah, the synergy of green-black elves this set was like graveyard, and which was helpful because I got some of the other like commons that like if this elf is in your graveyard, you can pay 2 to make an elf token or something. Like stuff like that just really came through.
Yeah.
And so I was able to go through with that. I also was very lucky for my rares I was putting in the deck. I got Figure of Fable as my promo card, which won me a lot of games. And what's cool about that card?
How often were you like surprising? Yeah, how often were you surprising people and being like, I'm gonna pay out. Now I have a what is it, like an 8/7 or 9/7?
It turns into a 7/8 total.
7/8
from protection from your opponents.
Yeah.
It's like insanely crazy of a win con.
Yeah.
So every time I played it with the mindset of I want to juice it up.
Yeah.
So I never played it if I didn't like. If it was early game, I didn't play it because it's like I don't want this to even be killed by anything that could just get rid of anything like small. You know what I mean?
You want to put it out and then immediately juice it the fuck up.
Hold up the mana to make it to a 3 toughness or 5 toughness instantly. Like that was very important.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it turns into a 7/8 with protection from each opponent. So I knew that like 3 turn clock.
Yeah.
Is what this card was to me. And the other rare that I got that was super good for it was the Formidable Speaker. And this is the championship card.
Oh, yes.
Which is really nice because it just, when it enters, you can discard.
And borderless.
Discard any card and then
search for
for a creature. Which a lot of times we get my Figure of Figure of Fable. I'd say most of the time it would fetch me the Figure of Fable or the Morkant's Loyalist, which is the Elf Lord.
Yes.
Because both were really good. Like, you know, if I already have like 4 elves on the table, dropping down the Lord got me its power, so 3 power, and then 5 more power. It was like it was really, really good. And actually, what was so cool, I had a lot of like mana dorks and like little things like that. But Formidable Speaker's last part of text is like pay 1 to tap it to untap something else. I was able to, in the late game, attack with my Figure of Fable. And then untap it, so it's also a blocker, like a huge blocker that will never take damage. So like, it was a really great wall that I could build late game.
And your opponents can't target it.
They can't target it. They can't even sneeze at it. Like it really was invincible. So that was like my main archetype that I would go through. I do have a shout out for a couple of other cards that like I was really surprised with because like the commons are just so juiced up.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of really juicy commons.
Like any game that I dropped a Virulent Emissary, which is a 1 mana. So listen to this: 1 mana, 1/1 Death Touch elf.
Yep.
That whenever another creature enters, I gain a life.
Yeah.
And it's like
that's very good. That's basically
nuts.
a
Soul Sister.
Yeah, that's basically a Soul Sister
and a 1/1 Death Touch for 1. Like it always is gonna trade up, and it makes people scared to.
Wait, I think that's a
you.
Soul Brother though.
Soul Bro. It's a Soul Bro.
It's a Soul Bro.
Yeah. So
he's the quirky one.
He's the quirky.
He's the edgy one.
He is edgy as fuck.
He's like, Mom, it's not a phase. Flips hair.
Like, this is who I am. You just don't get it.
I'm an elf, Mom. Flips hair.
Yeah, that card did so much work. Another juiced up card was Moonglove Extractor, which is a 3 mana 2/1. When it attacks, you draw a card and lose a life.
Yep.
And it's an elf. So, like, gets juiced up with my Lord. The fact that it immediately replaces itself guaranteed, not even having to make combat damage, but guaranteed, means that, like, it does almost always going to trade up. And especially if I can, like, have some combat tricks with it or whatever, I'm more willing to throw my combat trick on it because it draws me another card the next time.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't mind playing, like, the +3/+3 on it because if it lives, I will get another card next turn also. Yeah. So it's, like, making so many advantageous trades.
Yeah. It's very also helpful to like just because that one's in black, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's just really helpful because like black loves drawing those cards and whatnot.
Yes.
So like more cards that just like there's so many cards now, artifacts. There's so many enchantments. I mean, the main enchantment being like a Phyrexian Arena, and then creatures as well. There's so many creatures, artifacts, enchantments that all do similar things.
Yeah.
So just imagine running a whole deck of those where you're just drawing so many cards like every turn.
I was drawing so many cards. I think that was my... So many games I won with that combo of like Figure of Fable and the tutor for it. A lot of other games I won with just the sheer card advantage and like just dropping so many elves.
Yep.
Like really did a lot of work. I had this other common that's a Tree Warlock, 5 mana. It's a Blighted Blackthorn. Listen to how stupid this is. It's a 3/7 for 5, which is like a great wall, right? And then when it enters or attacks, I can Blight 2, and if I do, I draw a card and lose a life. So it has 7 toughness. I can Blight 2 on it. How many times? 3, 4 times. So it draws me a card immediately, and then it can draw me 3 more cards. Like, it's so stupid. Like, I remember just attacking with it as an 0/5.
Just to get that blight
as a
trigger.
1/5 or as a 0/3, and like because it's like I've been drawing cards. Like, it's so good, especially with the life gain of the first elf I talked about. I had some good combat tricks in there too.
Did you have anything to remove blight, or were you like, I just don't care?
I don't care, and I would sacrifice my own things a lot just because of like it draws me more cards. Like I think a sleeper card that I really underestimated and actually put into my deck last minute is this oof. It's called Shadow Urchin. It's a 3 mana. I'll read it out loud. It's a 3 mana 3/4, but whenever it attacks, you have to blight. But it says, well, I'll summarize it real quick.
Yeah.
Its second line of text says, whenever a creature I control dies, if it had counters, I get to impulse that many cards and play them to the end of my next turn. And so impulse means exile the top number of cards, and then I can play it to the end of my next step. So
That's
a
pretty
lot
good.
of times I would just like think early game, I would think I need to attack with it, but like it attacks as a 2/3. And so I'm like, maybe it's not even worth it to do that. And so I would just like blight on shit and then like all my blights on one thing. And many times this card would get me 4 cards to play, get me like 5 cards to play. And so it's like that card advantage just wins games. I remember talking about last pre-release episode about like an Avatar learning about like just making extra rectangles or having square bodies of creatures, like
Extra rectangles.
yeah, there's like a card that enters if it draws a card or if it trades or like if it makes a token.
Right. If it
It's
does
good.
something. Yeah.
If it makes another rectangle of value another like magic card of value. And then square bodies, like looking for 3 mana 3/3s, 4 mana 4/4s, like those win games. Especially nowadays, they're coming with upside too. So it's like I got this elf that was a rare that was like a 3 mana 3/3, and when it enters, you can surveil 2. And so it's
when
like
it enters.
yeah,
Okay.
it's like already there. That's so good because surveil 2 is probably the equivalent of like drawing a card. So like yeah, I'd say surveil. Like I'd say scry 2 is probably around a card of value.
Okay. Yeah.
So like that's why it was like damn. Like a 3 mana 3/3 that like, almost draws you a card, like that's really good.
That's pretty good.
So very very pleased with myself in pre-release. I had a really good time, and I remember this forever.
Wow. I'm gonna show it in my face.
I'm sorry, John. I'm sorry.
Okay, but what were your opponent's strategies like when you were fighting against your opponents? Did you see any popular trends?
What's funny is that I pre-release. I got there late. Well, not late. I got there, and I was one of the last people. So
I was like, you got there early, all
an
things
hour
considered.
early. Yeah. But I didn't get the spot, like a seat with the friends. I sat with like Sethy and someone else, which is a friend. But this other guy, I was just making small talk with. He was really nervous, and I was like, "You're gonna do great. Like, don't you worry." Like,
Was it the guy with his wife?
No. So actually, I did see him though. At the end, he was very excited to see me.
Aw. Did you see?
I saw a bunch of regulars there. So
Alexis.
no Alexis, unfortunately.
Alexis, what the hell?
Yeah. No, it's okay. You can do your thing. But anyways,
What if I saw her? What if I see her after this?
What is? Oh yeah, actually, she always every time she'd ask me if I'd go to the next pre-release, and
That's true.
So maybe she could be, yeah.
That would be hilarious.
But some regular faces. But this new guy was funny. Is that I saw him early on. He was all nervous about his thing. Literally at the very end, he was my last opponent of the night, which is crazy. But my first opponent, I don't remember what they were doing, but they were actually pretty good. They had me on my toes a little bit. But the second opponent was green-white, and they displayed all these cards. And this is also like a great strategy. Is like all these like 2 mana 4/4s that come in with 2 -1/-1 counters on it.
Oh yeah.
And like they can remove them in some way, shape, or form. He just played a deck of all those.
Was it with Reese?
There was a lot of them. I mean, Reese. I don't know if Reese. Actually, I think he did play Reese. Funny enough.
Reese is one of the ones that he has a tap ability
To remove
that lets
counters.
him remove all counters from a target creature.
Yeah, but like just like in general, like a 2 mana 2 like 2 mana 2/2 that like when a creature enters, remove a counter from it, like the -1/-1 counter from it. So like it was just so many beefy bodies. It was really. Oh, and he had Oko.
Oh, did he?
He pulled the Oko, and I played against the Oko. And he was like, I pulled the hottest baddie in the whole set.
Wait, was it like regular art, or was it like borderless?
It was regular.
Okay.
But still, Planeswalker in pre-release is nuts.
Yeah. I mean, Oko's definitely better than a Johnny.
I actually think a Johnny's better than Oko, but in pre-release,
That's not what you said to me before.
I think a Johnny's a weak card in other formats. I think in pre-release, a Johnny's really good.
Oh yeah, well of course.
Yeah. The fact that he makes a token every turn, like, is
Yeah.
really good because like you can't really effectively attack into whatever. But anyways, Oko. So it was so funny. He was like the hottest guy ever, Oko. And
Big
then
print Oko.
I was about to say, do you know? And he's like, yep, I've seen the print. I've seen the print.
He's got a magnifying glass.
We were like,
oh yeah, it's big. It's big.
The magnifying glass. That's messed up. But yeah, we were like queening out over Oko. It was funny.
Right.
But anyways, he was really good. Like I think like there's just some people you go up against that are like, I don't want to say sweaty, but like have like know how to play pre-release, have studied the cards,
Right, yeah.
like play fast. He was playing really fast and like would flick his cards every second, which is like that's a telltale sign to me of like, damn, you're like an enfranchised hardcore player that like is sweating every micro decision.
Yeah, I was gonna say to me, it's definitely more of someone who like their brain is just on go mode.
Yeah,
like the whole time.
Well, like they're not learning the cards there like most people are.
Yeah.
They've already learned the cards.
Yeah, they've already
They're
learned the
trying to maximize their win tonight. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So-
they're definitely the players who, and I'm not saying like they can't, but like whereas some players might like, oh, is this happening? Okay, well they might be like, okay, well in response, but they're more of like that happens. Okay, in response, I'm gonna do this, kill that, or like like blink
Right.
that, or
They'd say, like,
do this.
They'd say 3 actions in like a sentence.
Yeah.
Right. It's like I'm going to play this removal spell. It's going to kill your guy. I'm going to then go to a combat and
Right.
then.
Yeah.
Right. Like it's like like they just really know their shit.
It's the difference between when if you're more of a casual player, when you're playing casual, you definitely feel like, oh, this person is optimizing everything they do.
Right.
And
right.
like that's just like how some people are.
Yeah, and like pre-release is the time to do that because it's like a competitive format. Like we all are agreeing to go into this competitive space.
Yeah.
Which is like, differences of formats. This is how it is.
I don't know. I go for the community,
I like the community too. I do too.
but you also want to win.
But I do also want to win. I hope everyone else also wants to win too.
Yeah.
So that guy was really nice though. I should have got
I
his
win
number or something.
friends.
I should have talked to him more. Hopefully I see him soon. Actually, he invited me to Popper Nights at the game store.
Poppers?
Grr, tell me what you think that is.
It's a game mode. I know it's a game mode.
Yes, it's a
But I don't-
format. It's a format.
I don't know how that one's super different from like standard or modern.
It's all cards of all time that are common.
Oh, only commons?
Mhm.
Okay, that could be fun.
So it's a really, really cheap format to play, like money-wise.
Yeah.
But there's been really powerful commons
Yeah.
of all time, too. I mean, Ristic Study is a common.
Is it?
Yes. It was originally released as a common. Isn't that crazy?
Anyway.
Yeah, so anyways, he was very sweet. He invited me to come play. Maybe I'll look into it. And then the last guy I played up against, no.
The last guy you said was the
Yeah,
guy.
the last guy was
who
the guy-
really nervous.
Yeah, which I think he also was a person that studied up all the cards, like really hardcore. He pulled no Johnny.
Okay.
I went against people who had planeswalkers and nuts. And he had pulled a Doran, which is funny. The tree guy.
Besieged by
Abzan.
Time?
Yeah.
Bruh, I want that card so bad.
I was lucky though, because he never pulled it in our matches. Thank hallelujah. Because that guy attacks as a big. I think he attacks as a 10-5 or something.
No, not just attacks. Whenever he attacks or blocks,
Oh,
he
my
can
gosh.
buff himself or any creatures based on the difference between their attack and power.
Yeah.
Now, what I will say
Power
though,
toughness, power
what I
toughness,
will
yeah.
say though is that when I was looking through like revealed cards, there's only one artifact that says you can attack using your toughness. So like, there's only one artifact that
Doran's Shield.
Doran's Shield. There's only one artifact that actually helps him like hit harder than he already does.
Doran's Shield?
Doran's Shield, Doran's Ring, Doran's Blade.
Exactly. League of Legends. I think it's like
No,
copyright. It was Doran's like Bark Shield. Or
Yeah, I was
something.
gonna say it's like Doran's Bark Shield or something like that. But like
Sorry.
it was just hilarious that I was like, oh, there's only one thing that really helps him. So he's kind of like one of those cards where it's like compared to like Marlin.
Well, in pre-release, yeah.
And
But like,
Marlin is a card that she doesn't need you to have specific cards in order to make her good.
they were way too generous with Marlin, to be honest. Why is it elves and
fairies?
Like, that's just random. I don't think she even was
Mama,
a fairy
when
or
we-
an elf before.
when we get to the lore, trust me.
Thank you.
When we get to the lore, I'll tell you why.
Thank you. Okay. But that was, he was playing, actually, he was crazy. He played like Abzan,
Mm-hmm.
and he just played good stuff. Like, he
Yeah.
just played random. He played all of his shapeshifters,
Okay.
and then would play his lords. So, like, he's more likely to get the advantage of the lords because he has so many shapeshifters. It's actually a really cool deck. And, like,
Did he have Springleaf Parade?
I think that's only in the commander set.
Oh,
Yeah.
never mind.
I think you can pull it if you get, like, no, that's only collector boosters. Yeah, that's commander.
That's a really cute card though.
It is really cute. It's really strong. But Yeah, he did really good, and we were neck and neck. Like it really was close. So shout out to you.
How'd you win it though?
How did I win it?
Better than you and faster
And stronger.
and stronger.
No,
That's how I did it.
Maybe I blacked out. No,
You were so intent on winning. You literally gave yourself an aneurysm, and then you were like, "I win."
Well, it's like fun. I mean, it's fun to like try your hardest. You know what I mean? It's like every sport is like that.
Yeah.
It's like fun to like try your best and like see what
Doesn't
you
the
can do.
heat of the moment make you remember the moment more?
Yeah, that's why I like to. Well, no, I'm trying to remember exactly how our games went. I won once with I think the main key one that I won was the Figure of Fable. I tutored up the Figure of Fable, dropped it down, and I was able to keep it untapped with the other guy, like I said earlier. Right. That one definitely was like, you have a clock.
Can you
figure it out? And
is it sorcery or instant? You can
instant.
Damn.
Pump it up at instant speed, yeah, and untap at instant speed too. Damn. So it really was like we both were like not even attacking for like the last 3 turns because I was like, I need to just have my blockers. I think I was at 1. Actually, dude, it's so funny. I won multiple games last night, or at pre-release at 1. At one life.
That sounds about right.
Because like I would aggressively use the attack, draw a card, lose a life, and then the tree one as well to just like draw a card, lose a life.
Draw a card, lose a life.
So aggressively, because it's like there's not that many burn spells in this format.
Yeah.
And most of the actually, I think I didn't go against any red deck that night.
No goblin decks?
I didn't go against any, no. And so I actually really wanted to draft goblins. That's actually what I wanted to do.
The goblins were looking pretty good too.
They were cool. The enchantment's nuts. But anyways, I knew there wasn't like a chance of burn, so I was like, I just need bodies. Yeah. Like I just need a card draw and like get bodies out. So like that last game, like I just had so many creatures out and he had so many creatures out.
Yeah.
And like he could attack me, but like it wouldn't be an effective attack, and so he just
like he's hitting
back.
you for like 2 or 3 or something like that.
Or like he would trade at a disadvantage. That was how close it was.
Oh.
It was like neither of us could get through.
Sometimes that feels bad when it's like you're hitting for like maybe 4, but you know the opponent is gonna hit for 6 or 7, and then you're like, this is all I got though.
Or even like creatures too, creature wise. Like he knows, like we both know if we attacked, the other person could choose the blockers better. So like you would lose the attack.
Yep.
And so neither of us wanted to attack, but I dropped my Figure of Fable, and he didn't have removal.
Yep.
So he's like, shit, like I have 2 turns to decide if I'm going to attack or not.
Yeah.
And so he waited on the first one, and the second one, he didn't get his answer, so he just needed to do something, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was good. I think that I had a really good time.
Any prized cards?
Well, I like the rares that I got. I got the winnowing, which is the board wipe, the tribal board wipe.
Yes.
I did for my deck that I'm building. I did get the Eclipse Realms land. It's like the other ones where it's like you choose a creature type. It can tap for colorless or tap for the creature type mana. I got the Vibrance, which is gonna go right into
I know you were saying you love the Vibrance.
I do. It's Sylvan Scrying and Bolt on a dog.
Yeah.
Like how cool is that?
That's
you know.
pretty good.
Like, I think both effects are very worth 2 mana if you evoke it. And then
if you got Ashland, you copy it.
Oh, gosh. Yeah. I mean, the evoke ones don't work so well in the Ashling deck.
Yeah.
Because on the token that you make with Ashling, it won't get either modes.
Yeah. Well, but it's still an attacker.
Yeah. I mean, 2 mana, get a 4/4 attacker, and one of your effects.
And you get 2 of its effects.
Yeah.
So, like, you're basically getting the effects, but on top of that, you could build a whole die strategies.
Yeah.
So if you have,
we'll have to talk about that deck. I'm very excited for it.
I'm very excited for that deck. But we'll talk about it later. But I heard a common complaint about that deck. Yeah, but I also I heard common complaints about the other Blight deck too. But I both think they're very strong. But if I had to say though, I think the Elementals one edges it out though.
Speaking of strong, my brain is throbbing with all the stress that you've put me under with this infamous quiz that you created.
I hope you're ready.
I hope I am too. Enduring curiosity. Enduring curiosity.
let me tell you, I'm so excited. If you remember from a previous episode, Sethy quizzed me
multiple times
with multiple questions. And every time I got one wrong, I got shocked. And let me just tell you, I got shocked a lot. Probably my brain got rewired. But not enough to start liking vampires, I'll tell you that much. Sorry, Kerrigan.
That'll never happen.
That'll never happen.
Like the brain chemistry has changed, so now you're on a grueling vengeance
Gruel?
path. Yeah, red, green, a grueling vengeance path to wreck me on a quiz.
And I have it here.
I'm gonna be scared. I'm scared.
Okay, so first, audience, let me catch you up on what this quiz is about. This is a Lorwyn Eclipse quiz. So
Play along.
So play along. Yeah, play along if you can. If you can answer any of these questions, we'll do a little just 1 for 1 point value. If you get the question right, get a little points.
Yeah, and then comment in the comments below. Like if
some of them are multiple choice, but some of them
multiple choice.
Some of them.
Damn.
Very few of them.
Bro said ABCD.
ABCD. But basically, as we go through the questions, if it doesn't spoil another question, I'll give a little bit of lore on it, and then once we finish, we'll give full lore. But
this quiz is about Lorwyn Eclipse lore.
It's about Lorwyn Eclipse lore, characters, events that happen in Lorwyn Eclipse, and then spells that are from Lorwyn Eclipse.
Am I allowed to Google?
No.
Okay. Phone is away.
Yeah, put that bitch away. You let me know when you're ready.
Never lets him know.
And audience members, that's our podcast. Thank you so much for joining us today.
I'm ready.
Okay, all right. So first section is about characters.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
All right. So in Lorwyn Eclipse, who are the 4 newly introduced Strixhaven students in Lorwyn Eclipse?
We got our beautiful deaf bird lady.
Called?
I'm not going to know any of the names, so I already lost that. But let me try to name what they are.
Okay. I will give you some credit if you can at least name the characters.
So the bird lady.
Okay.
There is the little gnome guy, elemental gnome guy. Is he not a gnome? What are you raising? You gotta help.
Okay, he's definitely neither gnome nor elemental.
Well, he's Prismari. That's what I meant. He's like red, blue.
Okay.
Like he's an elementalist caster.
Okay.
He has the vivid mechanic. I know the cards actually. The vivid mechanic.
But you don't know his name.
I don't know that. I'm really bad with history class. I was terrible at names.
Audience members, just so you know, you can hit him up, but he's not gonna remember your name later. So the DMs are open.
Let's just say we don't need names. What we're doing, we just skip right past that.
Okay, who else?
There is the green, blue. I don't remember. She's a Gorgon. It's actually so pretty because in the lore, she's like. I was so relieved knowing that people just looked at me in my eyes without any hesitation. Like, that's such a beautiful line. Because she's a Gorgon.
There's more lore. But
people were looking into her
You got
eyes.
One more.
Okay.
You got one more that there hasn't been mentioned. And I'll give you some.
Oh, it's Kirill. The last one's Kirill.
Oh my God, you got that right.
Yay!
Wow.
The Boros tap. I actually think he's a really cool card. I think he's a vampire.
I've been seeing a lot more of him than any other card.
So I can recall the 4 characters. I just don't know their names well enough.
I think the reason you literally only remembered Kirill was because he's an actually interesting card and you don't give 2 shits about the other cards.
I think, yeah, the bird's kind of cool, but I think, also Kirill was like the first card spoiled for Lorwyn Eclipse, so I think that's why I remember him.
He has been around the longest.
Yeah, so there you go. I was able to recall them. Do I get something? Or what do I get?
You get a point for 1 character.
Wait, so, okay.
You get 1 point.
Okay, I'll give myself the point.
You get 1 point.
Okay,
so the answers were Kirill, Sanar, Abigail.
Abigail's the bird.
And then Tamari, but she prefers to go by Tam. And it wasn't super important, except for one moment for Kirill, where it's very important for Kirill that Kirill goes by they, them.
Cool.
But other than that, all the other characters are, she, her, he, him.
I have a lore tidbit that I know about, but I guess I'll save it in case it's on the quiz.
Yeah. So basically, when Magic was trying to hint more about Lorwyn Eclipse, we actually I will say, we were in a drought for a while for Lorwyn Eclipse, and we were seeing more cards revealed for other sets other than Lorwyn Eclipse, and it was pissing people off.
That December time,
right. But then the closer it got to the pre-release, I think, honestly, Wizards of the Coast, they played it. well, I don't know if Wizards of the Coast specifically, but they played their cards right, where they were like, "Oh, you want content, honey?
That's true.
Yeah." And they started releasing. I mean, they started releasing the
Squen and Craig.
Squen and Craig.
Who's Squen and who's Craig?
I'm definitely Squen.
No, I'm Squen. No, I'm Squen. I'm kidding. That's Craig. Yeah. He's funny.
ASMR eating cards.
I love them. Squen and Craig is the funniest thing ever, and I hope it is a thing.
I hope they
They're so
come back
cute.
for Oh, I love them. I hope they come back for every set. Every set. I
They
don't
said,
care.
we paid for these puppets. We're gonna use
them the whole year. Anyway, so they played it really smart where they started releasing more content. But actually, they've also been releasing content all throughout where they started releasing on YouTube. They started releasing
We definitely need to talk about the marketing after the quiz.
Yeah. Well, they were releasing audio like book versions basically of like lore updates. And then also they were releasing like on their website you can like read the stories too.
Every set there's like a lore drop that they
release story, which is what I found out.
And this one was like a nice audiobook, which is cool.
And I will say though, I appreciate the voice actress. I do think they should have given her more direction because some of the characters I was like, that does not sound like what that character would sound like. But anyway, so that's question 1.
1 point for Sethy.
1 point out of 4.
Okay, that's nuts. I'm gonna lose.
Anyway, okay. Question 2. Who is the Kithkin that helps the Strixhaven students?
Oh, Brigid.
Yes.
Brigid.
Yeah, you got that one right.
She's very famous in the original Lorwyn lore.
She's very famous in the original.
And she's really cool.
So she was part of the story that helped take down in the Age of Una.
Yes.
She was very important in that.
Actually, I think her lore's... I'll say the lore that I know until the end in case it comes up.
Yeah. So got another point there.
Thank you.
Which planeswalker takes charge to find and rescue the Strixhaven students?
Planeswalker?
Planeswalker.
Can I like throw things out there, or is it like one and done?
I'll give you 3 guesses.
Liliana?
No.
I know she's a Johnny.
Literally.
A
Also,
Johnny.
if there was going to be any planeswalkers, it would have been either a Johnny, Liliana, or Oko.
Yeah.
And at least a Johnny and Oko got planeswalker edition cards.
I was gonna like list those out. Yeah.
Okay, so it was a Johnny. So essentially, in the story,
He's a chaperone.
Literally, he just helps out. And so when the story starts off where Dina, which is also a Strixhaven student from another
Golgari.
set.
Yeah.
She's doing a school field trip with them, and somehow the students get misled into an area that basically warps them to Lorwyn. However, when they get to Lorwyn, they upset one of the great beasts there, which we'll talk more about later because I'm not going to reveal too much about that yet. But they upset a great beast that upsets the balance in Lorwyn and Shadowmoor. And because of this, and they need help to get back to their original plane, they find Brigid, and Brigid starts helping them out, but they run into some complications. And then once Dina goes back to Liliana, after Dina explains everything, Liliana is met with Ajani, and then Ajani sets off to basically save the students in Lorwyn.
Neat.
Okay, so question 4. What are the names of the beings that bring about Lorwyn and Shadowmoor?
The beings. So like Una, and then like splits. No.
Nope.
Well, I know. I was going to mention.
I
that
think this is
her
relatively new.
descendants, not her descendants.
This is relatively new, these beings, because I don't know if they were talked about before.
Oh, Eridu and
Yeah, that's one.
I don't know the backside, but I know the 2 elementals. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to give you 1 point.
Okay.
Unless you can name me the name.
I don't know the other one.
Okay, so it's Eridu and Isalu.
Isalu.
So Eridu is the being of Lorwyn.
I'm doing pretty good so far.
That's what I told you. I was like, you better be doing good. So, okay, so Eridu, it basically encompasses Lorwyn because it brings the sun that brings about Lorwyn. And Isalu is the opposite. It brings about the night. So Shadowmoor. So they are the 2 beings that have come from Lorwyn from the last time they were there when they were fighting Una, and it has brought about these 2 beings, which now control night and day.
Cool.
All right, number 5. This one's spicy. Who do we find out is Marlin's brother?
Oh, I know this. It's Oko.
It is Oko.
This is actually like canon retcon for Oko, which is really interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
But I think it's a really cool story device, I think. Wow, I'm doing so good, y'all.
You're actually
y'all.
not doing that bad.
Give me some love and affection in the comments, y'all. I'm crushing it.
So the story about that is essentially Una made both Oko
Bofa.
They
made Bofa.
and Marlin.
Yeah.
However, Marlin was somebody before. Like
Right.
Marlin was already somebody before.
Right.
When
Una corrupted them
when
to be
Una
like their
essentially corrupted
Horcrux
them to be a Horcrux to eventually
thing, yeah.
Una to come back.
soul. Yeah.
And obviously, we did not see an Una card in Lorwyn Eclipse. So there was a big plot point about that. But so that is characters that I had for you. And now we're going to go on to spells. And you should be able to get every single one of these right because these were all spells that were released before pre-release.
Oh.
So you should know these.
Let's see if I know them, y'all. This is scaring me.
All right. First question.
Oh,
Mirror Form is a blue instant spell that has each non-land permanent you control do what?
Mirror Form. It makes them all copies of a target creature you choose.
Final answer?
Yeah.
It is become copies of target non-aura permanents.
Oh, I said creature.
So they can all become creatures. They can all become enchantments. They can all become artifacts. But it's crazy.
It's really bonkers.
It's most commonly used for creatures because
they riffed it on this set as well. They
Yeah.
made a new version similar in mono blue.
Yeah, it is crazy because I've been seeing people play drafts and they just copy their biggest fucking creature and they just go wide.
Yeah.
Like if you have 4 creatures and you have one really good creature, they just go wide with this creature.
I'm doing so good, y'all.
You don't get that point.
I have to name it verbatim.
Well, I had to name them verbatim for your quiz, so for some of
wasn't that
them,
extreme. I got the gist.
No, it was that extreme. Take that point back. Take it back. Anyway, second question.
Thank God I kept the taser in my pocket.
I know, right? At the end of this, I'm going to get tased again. What is the name of the creature that at your upkeep gives you creature tokens at the cost of 1 life?
Oh, Bitter Blossom.
Yes.
Bitter Blossom.
Well, it's Bitter Bloom Bear, but I know what you were trying to say.
Well, Bitter Blossom's the original.
Right. But I said the creature, not the enchantment. I don't know, audience. Should I count that or should I take that back from him?
I thought you just said the thing that does
Mama, you better be listening. I know what you're trying to say, so
I
I'll
have
give
headphones
it to you.
on.
Sure. All right, I'll give that one to you, though. Okay. What is the name of the new elemental that gives any player extra mana when they tap their lands?
New elemental that does that?
Yes. You're thinking of the old one.
Yes.
There's a new one.
Because you're not talking about Nyx Bloom Ancient.
No, that's the old one.
Yeah. There's a bunch of them that do this. Yeah, I don't know.
This one's name is Lava Leaper.
Wow.
So Lava Leaper is a creature that says gives all creatures haste, and then also any player,
it's the red elemental.
anytime they tap a land, they get an extra mana.
What a color pipe break.
It is just red.
Yeah, that's why it's like a really weird color
Oh
pipe
yeah,
break.
yeah.
To do that, like red doesn't usually tap mana.
Yeah, red is not very good for getting extra mana.
Or like
so-
tapping your lands for extra mana.
Yeah, so
like they have rituals and stuff, but they don't. Yeah.
Firebending and this card now are going crazy. Okay, number 4. Mutable Explorer is a creature
I
card.
love that guy.
You have to give me 4 for this. Is a creature card of what color,
Okay.
what creature type?
Okay.
Oh, sorry, only 3. What color, what creature
let
type?
me do it. Okay. Color is green. Creature type is changeling, slow, shapeshifters.
And creates you a tapped what token?
Mutavault token.
Yes. Okay, you get all 3 of those right.
That was one of the earlier.
That was
spell
one of the very
cards.
earlier cards. And it's a very cute card. All right, now this one's the hardest one. This is 8. Dawn Blessed Pennant is a 1-cost artifact that is an anthem for which 8 creature types?
Okay, I can do this.
You can do this.
Okay. So it is for elementals, fairies, elves, giants. It is for
You're halfway there.
I can do this. Wait. I'm like blanking. No, it's okay.
No, you got this.
Merfolk.
You're right.
White. Kithkin.
Yep. 2 more.
What are the red ones? Oh, did I say goblins already?
You hadn't, but there you go.
Goblin.
1 more.
And then, oh shoot, what's the color pair that I'm not thinking of? So blue, white, Can you give me a hint? Like what color? It's
This
in?
one
This last
didn't
one?
have as much anthem effects as the other ones did.
Well, can you give me like a color that they're in?
They're in multiple colors. There's no color pie 100% associated with them, unlike the other ones.
Just give me one or two.
I'll say green.
And I said giants already. Damn, I'm so close. Wait, green, black. No, as elves, I said that. Green, white is. I said that already. Green, blue.
There wasn't really I don't think there was a blue one for this one. I think the most common colors you see this one in is green, black, and white.
Oh, tree folk.
There you go.
Yes!
There you go.
Plus 8 points. Thank
Plus
you.
8
No,
points.
I'll just do the one.
No, it's 8.
Okay.
It's supposed to be 8. You're supposed to get all of them.
Okay.
But that's cards. So that's cards. And now this is a little history of tiny history from Lorwyn before we get to Lorwyn Eclipse.
Okay.
So this is very tiny. I'm thinking you're gonna get these right, but we'll see what happens.
Let's see.
Okay. So Lorwyn history. During the age of Una, what event healed the multiverse and spelled the end of Una's reign?
Frick. It's like this green. I know they have a card of it. It's a green spell, but I don't remember the name of it. What? The Great Aurora.
Close.
Oh.
I mean, that's like another name for it. So I might as well give you the point. But it's the Great Mending.
The Great Mending was with the Great Aurora.
Okay.
Thank you for the point.
So this is the first multiple choice one. When Phyrexians invaded their plane, which creatures helped push back the invaders the most at the cost of one tribe suffering heavy
Kithkin?
losses and their members, and the other becoming xenophobic in Shadowmoor?
Is it Kithkin?
So, first answer,
Oh.
elves and Morrowind, elves and Murrows, elves and Flamekin, giants and treefolk, or Kithkin and Boggarts.
Well, Kithkin and Boggarts have always hated each other.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do that one. Kithkin and Boggarts.
It is Kithkin and Boggarts.
Yes!
So Boggarts were actually super important to driving back a lot of Phyrexian
Oh, that's cool.
fighters, mainly because of their just unique fighting styles. But Kithkins were, especially in Shadowmoor, because of their more ruthlessness and their distrusting nature, were also very pivotal. But because of this, because of the events of the Phyrexians invading, they became even more distrusting of outsiders.
That's cool. Yeah. I think I have a relevant story piece, but it might come up later, so I'll hold it.
Okay. Question 3. What are Boggarts who live long and accumulate vast amounts of magic called in both Lorwyn and Shadowmoor?
Is this multiple choice or just say it?
This is just one.
Aunties.
Aunties.
Look at me go. Look at me go. Look at me go.
Okay.
Y'all, I'm crushing this. John couldn't even get the taser.
Girl, I should have quit. I should have been more harsh on you. Anyway, what is the name of the race of elementals that emerged from the horrors of the Phyrexian invasion that sealed their flames?
The Rhyme-bound or Rhymekin?
Rhymekin. There you go.
I'm crushing.
So the Rhymekin.
They're blue.
The Rhymekin are similar to the Flamekin in the sense that they're still flames, but instead of heat, it's like cold.
Brr.
So it's fire that like freezes you.
Brr.
Okay. Number 5. What is the name of the crystal cavern in which changelings are born?
Oh, this is cool. I actually don't know anything about this. I don't even know anything about the Gemstone Cavern. I don't know.
Girl, no.
I give up.
It is Velvis Vel. It is a cavern
Goodbye.
in which the
Goodbye.
changelings are...
Who's gonna know that one?
This is lore.
You
This
did
is
not know
lore.
this until you looked it up on Google Internet.
That is not true.
Okay, you're such a lying ass,
That
fake
is
ass
not true.
bitch.
That is not
you're,
true.
You're such
That is
a
not
phony.
true.
You're a phony.
That is not true.
So you knew about this for all of your life?
Yeah.
Extra large doubt. That's your catchphrase. Extra large doubt.
Okay, so that's section 3, and then now final section. This is Lorwyn Eclipse events. All right, get ready.
Okay.
High Perfect Morcant devises a plan to...
Feet mommy. Feet mommy.
Yes.
Sorry.
She devises a plan to keep it eternally Lorwyn by using what plant to kill what?
Oh. Moonglove. Is that right? Moonglove? No. Moonglove extract.
You were
no.
close, but
Well, that's like the actual poison, though.
that's one of them.
Oh, I'm halfway. What's the other half the question?
What were they planning to kill?
Wait, who's it? Marlin. Marlin.
Are you locking in?
/ Oko. Yes.
So the answer was Dawn Glove, which is
No,
very similar.
you're wrong.
Mm-mm.
You're wrong.
No. They needed Dawn Glove.
Dawn Glove is the remedy to Moonglove.
It can be a remedy. It can be a remedy.
Mm-hmm.
But there's two different forms.
I'm calling you out.
So Moonglove is the poison that you can get from Lorwyn.
Oh.
But Dawn Glove is the only remedy and poison that you can get from Shadowmoor. That's why it's coveted more and it's more quote unquote beautiful. But Dawn Glove was going to be used to kill Isalu.
Isalu, Miss Isalu.
Because if Isalu dies, there's no more Shadowmoor.
Oh, wow. They really played that big, long game.
Yep.
That's
All right.
crazy. That's cool.
Question 2. Marlin bounds Rise to her.
Question 2?
Question 2.
No, this is like
multiple
question
choice.
like 17.
Question 2 of part 4. Anyway. Marlin bounds Rise to her, exceeding an elf's normal lifespan by making a magic pact that he will stay alive to ensure Marlin never becomes who?
What's the first person?
Marlin.
Oh. So Marlin doesn't become Una?
Yes.
Thank you.
So once Una knows that she's going to die in the Great Mending, that's when she separates herself into Marlin. But like, Marlin, before she separated herself, had died, and she basically filled her with her essence.
Damn,
In
that's
the
hot.
sense-
That's hot.
In the sense, in order to to come back as Una.
I need to get my essence filled right now. I've been craving it.
Yeah, well, I mean, after this.
Oh.
But when she gave Marlin life back, Marlin had already basically developed who she was. Like, she started coming back as like part of who she was as a person. She only kind of like changes, I think, but she comes back, and it's like weird how they like phrase it, because like she makes Marlin, but Marlin also existed before Una like
Right.
put
She was
her
a
power
person.
in her.
She was a person, yeah.
Okay. Question 3. Which of the Strixhaven students gets mortally wounded? This is a multiple choice one. Sanar, Abigail, Tamara, or Dina?
Is it Dina? I'll lock it in.
Locking in Dina?
Yeah.
It was not Dina.
Oh, shoot.
Dina does not venture into Lorwyn with the rest of the students.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It was Tamari,
I would have not got that right at all.
because she essentially, while trying to help out Marlin with Sanar, as they're fighting Shadowmoor forces, Shadowmoor elves and Shadowmoor Kithkin, because they're being attacked from all sides, Tamari gets like shot with an arrow. And because it's in Shadowmoor, and Shadowmoor has this weird lore effect on the plane,
Yeah.
she could not heal.
Hence
Despite
the Dawn Glove being needed.
healing magic being used on her. The Dawn Glove was helpful to her, but it actually wasn't for her, funnily enough. But last question.
For all the marbles.
So who
Not for all the marbles. I'm already in the head.
who helped Marlin, Tamari, and Sanar as they ran from Rise? Ashlyn? Was it Sig? Was it Bridget? Or was it Doran?
What part of the story is this? Like, if you say this is like the first half of the story or the second half of the story?
This is probably second half,
Like near the end?
near the end.
Like the last thing?
Probably the start of the second half.
Because I know that Aisling and Sig are involved in the story of helping them, but I don't really know like the specifics of who did what. So if you're saying the second half, I would think that...
It's only one. It's only one.
I know. I would think that it's my boy Sig. I like Sig.
It was Ashlyn.
Damn, Aisling.
So Marlin seeks out Ashlyn to help her.
Aisling.
And they talk about how they've been enemies, but they're also allies. And so this time she was an ally.
Cool.
She said, ally.
I lie. Thanks
All
for
right.
the quiz. Yeah.
Oh wait, sorry. There is one more.
Bonus round.
Okay, question 5.
Bitch, this is question number like 33.
Question 5 of part 4. Eridu and Isilu are brought together at the very end, and they start to, also multiple choice,
Make love.
fight to the death because they both cannot be awake, play, fight, and dance because they want to fix the imbalances, die because they cannot exist near each other, or fuse together and shorten to day-long days and nights.
They fused together. They loved each other.
Are you locking in?
Yeah.
It was not that one.
Oh.
They instead play fighted and danced. And then they fixed the imbalances.
Well, I learned something new.
Essentially, by the end of it, so Isilu is essentially woken from a slumber in the very beginning of the story and is not supposed to be awake because there's a certain time limit for how long Isilu is supposed to be sleeping and how long Eridu is supposed to be awake. And they basically like have shifts of the time. I believe it was 6 months, where 6 months it's like more sunshine than it is darkness, but there's still darkness spots.
Like a shorter switch between
shorter
the two.
switch. And then after that 6 months, it would become Isilu, and Isilu would take over, and then the darkness would spread around more, and then there would still be pockets of day, but so and so.
Cool.
So when they finally meet together, everyone's worried that they're going to start killing each other. But instead, what they do is they play, they snuzzle up in each other, and then Eridu basically tells Isilu to sleep. And that's it.
And they work together.
And they work together.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's very cute.
It's a very cute story. Well, is that the last question?
That is the last question.
So
there's some bonus questions.
Oh,
Ready?
wait, did I win?
What'd you get? You got 5 bajillion points.
Yeah, I think the tally was 21 correct and 10 incorrect.
What the hell is this?
6-7. 6-7.
Anyway, yes, you definitely did really good. I'm very proud of you. Now for the bonus question.
Oh.
What's your favorite food?
My favorite food token is the instant ramen.
Okay.
From
Are you
Final
locking
Fantasy.
that in? Is that your answer?
Is there a correct answer to an opinion?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, I am locking that in.
You're right. Yay.
Okay, John. What's your favorite food?
And now, second
Hot dog.
question.
Hot dog.
Now, second question. Ready?
Okay. What's happening? Am I like in limbo right now?
Why haven't you joined the army to help our country?
Okay, bye. So we're going to be talking about the Lorwyn pre-cons now. And so stay tuned for that segment. Let's forget that John never said that. Okay, bye. Enduring curiosity.
Enduring curiosity. So, guys, hopefully you took the quiz and you felt really good about it. And if not, maybe you learned some stuff today. Also, one of the other things I was wanting us to talk about was the pre-cons. Has anyone been paying attention to the pre-cons?
Oh, I've been paying extra attention. I remember last time we talked about pre-cons in general, I said I haven't bought a pre-con
That's true.
ever.
Yeah. Ever.
I've been gifted a pre-con, but
So
I've never bought a pre-con.
So this is your first one.
So
first 2.
I did. I snapped. I said I would buy a pre-con, and then he said for Lorwyn, and I said maybe, and then I said I'm not sure, and then I bought it anyways.
And then you did it anyway.
And I'm building one of the commanders, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And so it'll be my next deck. I haven't made a deck in over 3 years. So it's about time I add a new one to my arsenal.
Well, I feel like you've been making them, but you just haven't actually.
Right, I brew a lot of decks.
You brew a lot.
But I don't say it's fully made until it's in paper and as a pile in front of me.
Right.
So, yeah, I am very excited for the Ashling, the Limitless deck, the Elemental Precon.
So have you seen any gameplay of it whatsoever?
I have watched some people play it as well, just so I can learn about what's working, what's not working, what makes sense. I've seen the reviews about it.
Mm-hmm.
I think both precons look really fun.
Yep.
I'm really excited for both of them. I actually think out of the box that the Jund -1/-1 counters with Auntie
Anti-Ul.
Anti-Ul is the better precon, if we were to say better out of the box. But both are very exciting.
Yeah.
Both have very good upgrade potential to be like very formidable decks.
Very formidable. Both
And so I think it's actually really well designed. I'm very happy that I bought them, supporting in-universe sets, really showing that like I want to play these cards.
Right.
And I'm excited for it.
I definitely think out of the two precons, I mean, honestly, I think both of them are really good. I think we might even see them be comparable almost to Edges of Eternity precons because they're just both that good. Like the Anti-Ul one has popped off in ways that I did not know they could pop off to, and they're just amazing. Yeah. And I've also seen the Elemental one pop off in ways that are like, holy crap. And this might be one of the few times, and until I actually see the full like precon deck list,
you haven't seen the precon deck list?
Not the full one.
Oh, you should.
Was it up?
Oh, they've been up.
No, they haven't.
Mm-hmm. They've been up for a long time. They've been up for at least 2 weeks. Yes. You think I bought the precon without knowing what was in it?
Yeah.
No.
You're supposed to buy the precon, and you're just supposed to be like, I'm happy to get whatever I get.
Hell no.
Fine.
I need to know the deck list before I buy it.
I'm looking it up right now.
Here, I have it pulled up. I can show you.
Anyway.
But they're all both really good. They come with a lot of juicy cards. And
oh, so there they are.
So this
is barely over a week, mummer.
Well, it's been updated because they like updated the title or something. But the actual cards, and it's 11 days. That's 2 weeks.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy.
Yeah, the deck lists are out.
I
mean, just come to my house. I have the deck boxes already. The decks.
What
at my
I'm
house.
happy about is that they actually have enchantments. Oh my god,
they're so messy. What's up with you and expecting enchantments?
Listen, when last year barely had any enchantments, yeah, I'm going to be critical. I'm going to be like, where the fuck are the enchantments?
Well, I mean, we talked about it in our deck building episode.
They did good because both of them have 7 enchantments and precons. 7's pretty good.
Well, the thing is that like it just depends on the deck. There's lots of decks that never want a single enchantment. Yeah, I know we talked about on our deck building episode how you should pick a card type and really lean into it. Mm-hmm. And you could find synergy and value in, like, let's just say a full creature deck. I mean, that's possible and totally would do well. The way they harmonize, because, like, you can just have cards that benefit when you cast creatures, like, is already so worth it.
Yeah.
So, but I do think that there's a lot of fun enchantments in there. I know that there was this one card that was, like, whenever you put a -1/-1 counter on something, you make an elf.
Yep.
And before the deck lists were revealed, everyone was speccing on that card.
Oh, yeah.
Buying it out, making the value go like crazy. And then guess what? It was in the precon.
Of course.
So now it's going to crash down in value. All these people trying to spec on cards and trying to finance bro it up are losing again.
And that's why I'm like, wait until the precon's out. Literally wait until the precon's out. Because all these cards that you're like, oh my God, look how smart I am I'm putting in this card. And I'm like, bro, I guarantee you they probably already have that card in there.
Yeah, they did really good with these precons, especially because like -1/-1 counters as a mechanic isn't as supported in general. Like there's gonna be a lot of key cards that you definitely want.
Right.
Like I know the Scorpion God was one of them that I thought of, or Hapatra.
Yep, those are both
they're
amazing good cards.
And they're both in the precon. Like they definitely did the work ahead of time and made it happen. So I think they're good. I'm very excited for my Ashling Brew. I don't know how in depth we want to talk about my build. Maybe we have an whole episode where we continue our deck series.
Let's finish the precons first, and then if you want to talk about like what you want to do for that. Because I also have a build I want to do, but they did not make a precon for my mans that I wanted to make it for.
What are you thinking?
I want to do Doran.
Oh, Mr. Twee. I mean, they got Baitor from last year. It's
big
the same
butts.
thing. It's the same thing. They've actually done so much big butt support, like Toughness Matters support in the last couple of years. That like the third Tarkir Dragonstorm deck that you're gonna buy is the Baitor one, so that you can.
The Baitor.
You might as well just get the full set because you want to do the Toughness Matters, and that was. You might as well get the full set of 5.
all I have to do is get him, and then I just have to buy literally,
Well, that deck has all the support of like
all the support
Toughness Matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I buy him, I get that precon, and then I'm like, okay, I'm set.
I do think that is one of the archetypes where like there's a lot of things already figured out, but they definitely have like given a good variety now. Because like if you were to make that deck 2 years ago, it'd be like, oh, you're just playing Arcades, the strategist, and you're just playing all the same defenders, and you're just playing the same things.
Hot garbage.
So it's like, and it can still be strong. Like the fact that they have like sculpted board wipes of like, I think there's one board wipe called Slaughter the Strong.
Slaughter the Strong, yep.
That's like choose a total power of 3.
It's total power 4 or less.
Yeah, and so it's like if you have O10s, like 08, 08,
then you can
010,
choose
all of them.
all of your O10s.
You can save all your things,
and then everybody else, has to sacrifice stuff.
Yeah, so like they have a lot of great power. Like I don't think it's a bad deck. I actually think
also Clashing of Destinies from the Avatar set was very similar.
What does that do?
It's the same thing, but it's just I think it costs 1 more.
Okay,
but it's the same thing.
Cool board wipe that's like sculpted.
It's sculpted like that.
I think sculpted board wipes are the future of Commander, y'all. I'm telling you, look to see if you can add a sculpted board wipe.
I mean, I
deck.
feel like you should have at least 1 or 2 board wipes.
I agree.
And then if you have...
Make them both sculpted. Why not?
Yeah, you might as well make them both sculpted so that way you can ensure that you win. But if you can't get the sculpted ones for whatever reason, regular board wipes will do. But also have protection to protect your stuff.
Right.
So there's like a difference between
yeah.
destroy and exile, mamas.
Right.
So.
Maybe you want the heroic intervention. Now that there's going to be 50 prints of it for Marvel Heroes.
Right. But
yeah. But either way, the precons I'm excited for.
Yeah.
I own them.
I generally think that the Ashland precon is a lot stronger, personally.
The potential is there.
The potential is there because I've seen that one. And I've been watching many, many, many content creators. Because everyone loves Lorwyn Eclipse. So everyone's doing all this content.
Yeah.
And that's another thing we can talk about is that the marketing for Lorwyn Eclipse.
Let's go there.
Woo!
It was
good.
Refreshing.
It was so good.
I was so happy. Like, there's been so many sets that have had good marketing like this, but like this one really, like, I think the timing of it you were mentioning was like kind of rough, but maybe that's intentional.
I think it was intentional.
It was like a big boon right before the set drops, and now we're all excited for it. Everyone's excited for in-universe stuff. And like even like the hearts felt like promotion of a lot of traditional artwork being used for the creation of the arts was so inspiring. I think like the short the set video that they made, which is that music video of the 2 puppets and all that. Like that's really like incredible work, and it's like artisan craftsmanship.
Very incredible, especially in a world right now where we're having to deal with so much AI. It was so nice to see amazing like crafted art. Especially, it was such a callback to when I used to watch The Dark Crystal.
Right, because the same guy.
And so I was like, oh my God, I love this.
It was really...
It was so fitting.
It was like
the only thing I'm mad about was that, well, not even really mad. Something I wish they had included was cards of the boggarts that they had shown in the music video.
Oh, yeah, Squid and Crag.
I would have loved to see Squid and Crag as cards.
That'd be cute.
That would have been really cute. It could even have been like universe or like ununiverse like cards or something like that, where it's just like joke cards. But I would have loved to see that.
Cards or something, silver border.
Like that. Silver border.
Yeah, something. Cards. Yeah, that'd be cute. I think that they're beloved characters, and it's like maybe they do something with them or something. Right. Like the little podcast, like advertisements that they have.
It's literally us.
It's
literally us.
It's literally
They've
us.
been listening to the pod.
They're so cute. They are so cute.
They're very, very, very cute. And I was so happy to see like them release that video, and it's like immediately everyone's enraptured, and then they just go on to do more and more crazy cool stuff.
Good word choice.
And then they everyone doing like, okay, we just got the precons and now everyone's doing battles. And the thing about it that I love is that people are doing the precons, and of course they're doing like, here's the face commander, and then another person's doing the same thing, but here's the backup commander. And
all these content creators doing these commander
doing the commander clashes. And then now it's gotten to the point where it's like, okay, now we're branching out to some other like legendary creatures of the set. So like this YouTube group called Manasplain, and they did a game night. One of them, I only saw one of them, but it was like someone was playing Kirill, and then someone was playing Ashling, and then someone was playing Sig, and then someone was playing like another Lorwyn creature. I think it was more cunt.
More cunt, diva.
Yeah.
More can't.
Let's just say, first off,
but she does give more cunt. Sorry,
she does give more cunt. First off, more can't is incredibly powerful.
She's oppressive. She can be oppressive.
The literal minute she comes on the board, it's a wrap. If you don't got removal, it's a wrap.
It's hard because it really shuts down creature strategies, which is most people's decks.
It's a creature strategy tribal deck that shuts down other creatures.
That's why I think the anti-Ul precon's really good, because the main strategy of the deck involves a way to remove your opponent's things, like the -1/-1 counters. Like the fact that like when you're growing, you're also pushing people down, just increases that disparity between you and your opponent.
Well, and also I think the difference between anti-Ul and Morcant is just that Morcant wants you to fill the board very quickly, and Anti-Ul kind of like wants you to be able to play around with the -1/-1 counters a little bit better.
Yeah.
She wants you to like be able to put them on your opponent's stuff to make them lose life, but she also wants you to put it on your own stuff in order to draw cards.
I was gonna say, I think like a lot of the gameplay videos I saw, it really showed that she draws so many cards.
She draws lots of cards.
Which is really good. Like as a commander, that's a 3-drop or 4-drop, whatever she is. Like having card draw like that is so nice.
There's like another card that it's like a tree folk. I think it's like 2 and a black, and it's like a tree folk that says when it comes to your upkeep, you blight, and then when you blight, it's your end step.
You draw.
You blight 1 and then you draw, and so having her on the battlefield where you want to blight, you draw 2. So that's she's nice. The draw engine is just crazy on her.
Yeah, the deck's really good.
So she's really strong, but I've been noticing in games, the elementals, both of them, Ashlyn and fucking the Mass of Mysteries, I think it is.
Yeah.
They're both popping off.
I think it's a really good deck, and I think what's cool is that like the advantage that they can get temporarily is really nice.
Right.
I think the weakness is that like your board state is ephemeral, like it's really temporary.
For Ashlyn, it is, yes.
Right, because it's like you're really gonna only have Ashlyn because like you evoke stuff, but they have to make a token copy, but they all go away at the end step.
Yes.
So it's like you don't have any blockers or anything.
Yeah. Unless you have something to keep them from being sacrificed, or you have some effect that like maybe you have like a token doublers or stuff like that.
Something I made sure to do in my deck that I was building.
I was going to say,
keep them around in some way.
Ashlyn seems like a good deck. What I would definitely change about that deck is making more token doublers, or giving like everything like haste, or having some kind of sack outlet effects. So something that like you make the token, it does its, you make your elemental, it does its effect, it gets sacked, you get a value for it, and then you make double the tokens that you're supposed to make, and then now you have more things to swing with. You have more enters abilities. You can
I think it's a great deck building challenge of recognizing that you shouldn't amplify the strengths more. You should cover the weaknesses first.
Yeah.
So I think that's a great, and the tap lands too. I mean, the fact that they have thriving lands actually is annoying as fuck. Yeah. Like it's actually annoying because
it's a tap land,
guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
You
tap.
pick one other color for it, but more importantly is that you have to remember the color that you chose with it. And it's like if I have 3 of them, I'm like, wait, what did I choose for the first one I played 4 turns ago? Like, it's just annoying.
You have to keep track of it.
Yeah, like,
and I've seen a lot of players use like
a colored bead or something.
A colored bead, or like and one of those eraser, like to show the colors. But then that can get really messy on your board.
It's just annoying. And like tapping the land while it has something on it is like you have to be careful not to take it out. Like, it's just stupid.
Yeah.
I immediately cut those out.
Yeah, I think I like those cards, at least when I'm playing on like Arena, for example, because Arena will tell you and it'll remind you like what it is. Nice. So one way is maybe we could see something we could add to the cards to help better be like, okay, what mana is this? That's not like a physical, like heavy thing you have to put on them. And if it is physical, something that's very light, so that way it's not interrupting the rest of your mana.
Yeah, I think that design just doesn't really translate too well into like a 5-color deck.
Yeah.
It doesn't really translate well into like a longer game like Commander.
You're better off just playing a land that taps for any colors but enters in tapped.
Like I'd rather just play any 2-color land tapped. Like something. I mean, like play the Triomes, like or like the 3-color tap lands first, whatever. But that's a whole other discussion.
Yeah, that's all about mana base, and that's trying to run efficient colors and whatnot.
For sure, you have to optimize that.
Yeah. Another thing that I think out of all of the commanders and backup commanders, I think the weakest one, which has the most potential to be like probably one of the scarier ones, is the Scarecrow like King.
Oh yeah, the King No More.
King No More.
Yeah, the Reaper. I know that is a famous character because like the Reaper King back in the day is a really unique card.
Yeah.
It was like Scarecrow tribal and like it did really cool things.
Do you know the lore on scarecrows in Lorwyn?
Tell me.
So the lore is that Kithkin usually make scarecrows, but it's kind of like silly that I think it's Shadowmoor Kithkins more often than not will use scarecrows because they're using them to scare people off, but they make them from tree folk like in Shadowmoor.
Yeah.
And so the bark is cursed. So they come to life, and what they end up doing is they end up killing their creators more often than not.
That's cool.
So I was like,
So cool.
that is pretty cool.
I like that lore. Thank you. Yeah, I think like the lore of Lorwyn is what's really exciting. That's just the potential of in-universe stuff is so exciting because it builds off of such a cool background that's like authentic to the game.
Right.
I think that's why the Final Fantasy probably did so well is because the lore of Final Fantasy is also as robust.
Well, the main difference is that you have to rely on whatever universes beyond is pulling from, that the fans are already super engrossed into it and have the
Right.
lore with it.
It's like how deep is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles lore for a full set?
I mean, there's lore,
I know, I agree.
but for
Dozens of episodes.
for
or whatever.
Magic, for them to pull the lore, they would have to essentially give it the same treatment as they're giving Lorwyn in order for me to feel like it was a success, at least for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Because, like, I can agree maybe, like, a decent amount of people know what Mutant Ninja Turtle is, but I don't know if enough people would know the lore.
Yeah.
And the same thing with Spider-Man. Like, I feel like a decent amount of people know Spider-Man, but nobody really knows, like, 100% of all the lore of Spider-Man. So it's like...
Yeah.
Which is crazy to think about because when I was looking up, Spider-Man was the most popular, like, superhero, essentially.
Yeah. So I know we talked about it then that like it was one of the most mainstream like topic like IPs in general. So yeah. Okay. I think we kind of covered the Lorwyn Eclipse like marketing really well.
Yeah.
And I think like in universe versus out of universe is like
And there's still going to be...
everyone kind of knows our opinions on it.
Yeah.
And, like,
There's still going to be battles because unless Wizard of the Coast starts giving basically the treatment that they gave Lorwyn to those Universes Beyond sets, there's still going to be hotly contested. There's still going to be like, oh, my slop.
Do you know what happened actually? Hotly contested is that it's breaking up the community, which is really sad. Our friend Jerry, shout out you, and I
Jerry.
were at the game store and we were waiting in line to like pay for something. And he brings up that he's excited for the Star Trek set. Right? And he's like, oh, I'm actually really excited. I love Star Trek. Like, I really want to see how that goes. I'll probably buy a lot of things for that.
Right.
Person in front of us in line turns around and says, you're the reason why they're making all these sets, by the way, because you just be buying everything. Like, you're the reason why we don't have in-universe sets anymore.
And audience members, that's an example of a really bitter-ass fucking bitch who, why are you doing that?
Invited himself to the conversation just to bitch
Nobody
at him.
asked you
To a new player that's excited for things in the game.
And this is why y'all want to talk about, let's keep Magic. Let's also be honest. Would Magic even be as popular, have as much as they would now? Would they even be doing Lorwyn Eclipse like they did today if they did not have the money from Universe Beyond sets?
I actually disagree with that.
I don't think they would.
I don't think it's a money thing. I think the designers are still the same designers that have the same passion for the game.
But who's in charge though?
Well, but like it's not like they gave this set any special distinction as opposed to what they do for other sets. Did. I don't think like I don't know. I mean, maybe you can say that like the money of Final Fantasy or whatever was put towards
100%. The Final Fantasy money has influenced them to make
Squen and Crag wouldn't have existed.
Honestly, probably.
It does seem like a lot of money. So I mean, you could be right actually with that type of promotion and marketing.
I'm not saying that Universes Beyond is like the answer to save Magic, but I am saying,
yeah, I'm just thinking, yeah,
don't be an asshole.
Ultimately, I agree with that. Yeah,
do not be an asshole.
But it's also like you can't disrespect the community. Like the more infighting there is, the more overall the community's gonna suffer. And it's like you just really got to make sure that like hopefully like. I don't know. I'd rather inspire the people around you about the universes within as opposed to dogging
That guy
them.
was glad that I wasn't there because I would have been like, actually, shut up.
I did say in the moment. Well, we just turned away from him. Like I like put my back to him so that he knew that we weren't talking anymore. And I told Jerry, like, don't worry about that. Like, you still enjoy what you enjoy, and like, we're happy that you're playing this game, you know?
This is so ridiculous to have so much fighting because ultimately, again, who cares? Yeah. Literally, who cares?
Well, it's hard because it's easy to fall into the doomer mindset of like everything's ruined now.
Right.
When it isn't that extreme.
When it literally isn't that.
And like it's hard seeing a lot of the things that you love like be put to the wayside is what it seems like. But like Lorwyn Eclipse was a great example of magic can still do magic so well and like succeed in that way so well. So just support that. And like an interesting comparison is that like they've ramped up so many set releases this year. But if you look at just like the number of in-universe set releases, it's like 3, which is like I think they like would normally do 3 or 4 sets a year, maybe like 5, like 10 years ago, let's just say generous.
Right.
So maybe it's more akin to traditional timeline releases. And I know that maybe I'll participate in like not going to like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle pre-release, or I'm definitely not going to buy as much product of that.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't really buy any Spider-Man product other than
I literally only did the pre-release.
And I didn't buy any packs. I didn't like do anything like that. I'm just not interested, and that's how I'm trying to show that I'm not interested. Same thing with Turtles. I'm not really going to buy extra packs. I'm not going to build any decks.
I'm going to go to the pre-release, but
yeah,
that's about it.
And then for Marvel, I know my friends are going to be so hyped, so I definitely will do what they want to do. But I'm not really going to make any decks that are Marvel heroes or anything.
Right.
And I might like put like strictly better upgrades into my decks just because of the power creep of that. But
if I don't get my man, then Marvel's going to be
Mr. Nightcrawler.
Mr. Nightcrawler. If I don't get Nightcrawler, then this whole Marvel set was a miss. This whole set will be a miss.
You're so funny. This whole collaboration.
The whole collaboration will be a miss.
Even talking of, Spider-Man should have told you it was a miss already, but it's fine.
It was.
Okay. Well,
if it wasn't for Auntie May, then
bitch, shut up. Is Auntie May really the savior for Spider-Man?
Maybe Hot Dog Cart.
Okay. Well, I don't have anything more to talk about. So if you're done, thank you for being on my show.
Oh my God.
I'm kidding. Thank you all for listening, everyone.
Thank you for listening.
Let us know what you think in the comments about this.
I know. If you love this episode long of Lorwyn, we could definitely do another of more.
Yeah, let us know if you like the jumbo episodes more on one topic. We want to see what your feedback is on that.
We want to see what the algorithm has to say as I do the Cynthia Erivo, like.
I don't care what the algorithm. I want the fans to be happy.
Well,
crickets. Did you just like save a pause there for crickets? You're like, I need the algorithm to go burr.
Algorithm go burr. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you again for the next episode. Bye.
Bye.
You just listened to Enduring Curiosity.
Feel free to check out another episode.
And this is your host, Jon
and Sethy.
Bye.